you know, while we're on this alien topic, let's talk about aliens real quick.
All right.
Answer me this.
Let's hear it.
Why have we only seen their vehicles? Why does anybody only have videos of the vehicles and not the aliens?
So, Ryan Upchurch decides that he wants to do a reaction or talk about the situation down in Miami with these alien sightings. This should be interesting. Y'all know we're big fans of aliens over here. I got on the merch right now. Aliens are real. Yo, look, this is some of the most fire merch I've ever put out. Link down below if you want to cop your aliens are real vintage graphic tees. Let's go.
Who the fuck comes up with this shit? All right, so aliens at the mall, huh?
Rumors of aliens invading Miami are going viral on social media.
This is for real, folks. The conspiracy theory stems from a large police presence at Bayside Marketplace on New Year's Day.
Yo, the fact that the news covered the story this way about it being aliens, come on now. Y'all are the news. If anything, y'all should be providing us with the truth, but y'all don't do that, do y'all?
On New Year's Day. Take a good look at your screen. Are those aliens walking in front of Bayside Marketplace in downtown Miami?
I see nothing that indicates an outer space mystical fictional creature. I see 3 people walking.
That's the same thing that I said. Oh my God. I was like, yo, this are like 3 people walking next to each other. Just like these people look like they're... Play the clip. This is supposedly a close-up of some of these large beings walking. Honestly, it just looks like regular people. Just like these look like regular people over here walking. These look like regular people over here walking too. So if this is supposed to be aliens, I'm gonna go with this whole thing that it was kids and throwing off fireworks in public areas, making people think and believe that there were gunshots going off. That's what I'm sticking to. I wish it was aliens, though. That sounds way cooler, but no.
Online conspiracy theorists are saying that shadowy figure not far from parked Miami police cars appears to be an alien.
Did it ever occur to anybody maybe the shadowy figure is probably a shadow of a figure? Or maybe a human figure, which is why it looks taller?
Right.
Does anybody have a brain anymore?
No.
Honestly, I think it looks pretty real to me.
Guess not.
The viral video was allegedly taken during that massive police presence at Bayside on New Year's Day. Crowds of young people armed with sticks began fighting.
Armed with sticks, yet it shows kids not armed with sticks. They're not even using their fucking hands. They're stomping someone. You gonna hold a stick with your feet?
Right.
And do work? Damn, man, it's literally right in front of your face. What they're saying is not in front of you.
Right.
Oh, wait, let me get, are they invisible alien sticks? Huh? Did the shadows drop the shadow sticks on the ground?
Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks that some believed was gunfire.
Oh my gosh. Kids setting off fireworks in
Maybe that's all it really was.
Miami on New Year's? Get out of town. I think everybody in America was setting off fireworks at that time. You're not really narrowing it down. You're just saying something very broad. Then look, do you see any fireworks going off? I see 0 fireworks. Once again, something's being told to you through your ears, but your eyes do not see it. The kids had sticks. Kids have no sticks. Well, there's a shadow alien. I don't see an alien anywhere. Well, it was fireworks. 0 fireworks. Is there anything in the story that's true? And if that's the case, if you look at it like that, what is the point of the story at all?
Off fireworks that some believed was gunfire, resulting in chaos.
This is where I start to think, what the is this all for? Listen to what these people are saying. This is the news, man. This is what's supposed to warn us about serious. You mean there's 500 cops outside for some teenagers fighting?
Right. And like I said, why is the news covering the story in this manner? Going along with this whole conspiracy theory about it being aliens. Are y'all trying to go viral too? Do y'all want some internet clout as well? Losers! Losers! I don't watch the news. I don't watch it.
With sticks? So did they have sticks or did they have firearms? Those are two different things, like way different things.
There's a big crowd of people running out of Bayside and kind of grouping up outside. And then we hear more commotion, and now they're all just running through the streets, running between cars, almost getting hit by cars. It was like absolute chaos.
Well, to me, it sounds like there was a bunch of teenagers running away from something that they didn't like. To the point where they ran outside of the mall, grouped up with people, and then continued to run and almost get hit by cars. They were running from something. What were they running from? That's the only thing that makes sense.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on, really? Sticks? Or firearms? No, we gotta know. Because if it was sticks matches the story better thus far. Because if a bunch of teenagers are running away from something that they don't want to be around, and when they finally get outside, they pick up the nearest objects they see, which would be like sticks or something, that means they were terrified of something. And I don't think it was a big mystical fucking space alien. I don't. Another thing, I mean, people saying they heard gunshots. This happened on New Year's, Miami. Fireworks? Yeah, probably so. Because sticks and firearms are two different things. Not only that, where's all the fire trucks? If it could have been fireworks in the mall, where's the fire trucks?
Right.
There's 0 fire trucks.
Not
Show me
one.
a fire truck. I don't see none.
Now, rumors are circulating on social media saying police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall shadow aliens.
The reason being shadow aliens is so stupid. This is the part in the story where it's like, what? Oh, no. What was they actually running from? Shadow aliens. You are showing me a bunch of cops standing in front of their headlights that is casting shadows. Is that the shadow aliens?
The phrases Miami Mall and aliens in Miami have been among the top 10 searches on Twitter's trending tab.
Remember?
And that's why y'all did it right there. Just hold on yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself. Top search terms on Twitter. Y'all trying to be up in there too, right? I want y'all little news story to be searched for on Twitter as well, don't you? Lame.
For those trending tabs, aliens in Miami and Miami Mall.
And Google News even has several reports questioning the event. Miami police saying in part, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed. No power outages.
Huh. It's little slip-ups like that just make you a totally different kind of human when you can pick up on people's language. So you mean to tell me a cop whose job is to identify and suspects to a T very thoroughly said there's no aliens or ETs?
How does this story even progress? Y'all get on this dang on news station to make it seem as though y'all are so gun-ho for the idea that this was some aliens or extraterrestrials down in Miami, and then y'all proceeded to share that bit of information from the actual authorities? What are y'all doing? Besides losing any ounce of credibility y'all would have ever had.
Since when are those a different thing? His exact quote, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs.
Duh.
He's separating the term extraterrestrial from the term alien. There has to be a reason for that. He subconsciously accidentally said that. It's like saying, he's going down I-40. I'm not sure if he's a white guy or a Caucasian. Nope, that's an important slip up. I don't give a. And you know, while we're on this alien topic, let's talk about aliens real quick.
All right.
Answer me this.
Let's hear it.
Why have we only seen their vehicles? Why does anybody only have videos of the vehicles and not the aliens?
Probably because Earth is such a crappy place, even for us human beings, that the aliens didn't want to get out of their vehicles. They're like, nah, we gonna make sure we go down there. Shit, we can come back. They can't. We gonna be so fast they can't touch us. They can't even get near us. They won't even be able to sense us. They can just barely see us.
Just recently, have they been like, look, an alien, a shadow alien. Not a real shadow casted from the light behind me. It's a shadow alien. Just recently, have we seen videos of these quote-unquote biological aliens?
Right.
But all the footage sucks.
Yes.
All the footage of the vehicles suck.
Yes.
But we have seen a ton of the vehicles. When I say vehicles, I mean UFOs, obviously. I'm sure I don't need to explain that. If I do, just click off the video. Jesus Christ. Answer me this. Why are all these UFO videos always in California, Florida. Or Texas?
Right.
Why? There's nowhere else. It's always by the water. Most of these videos, it's like a UFO over the water. There goes that UFO. And it's always out of Florida, Texas, or California. Okay, well, if you're an alien, what do aliens do? They abduct, right?
They abduct.
Okay. Where do the most child abductions go down?
California, Texas, Florida, New York.
Well, I'll be damned. The same exact states that got all these UFOs and aliens and UFO videos, well, they're the same place that all the child trafficking goes down. What do you know? Now, what did Michael Herrera say on the Sean Ryan show? I'll play the clip.
Please do.
How close did you get
To the craft?
to the craft?
Roughly 200 meters, 150, 200.
Did you get to the bottom of the hill?
Yes.
So you could see, so you saw the top of it, and then you could see underneath of it.
And underneath of it had this platform that was on the ground that was separate from this craft hovering. And it was very weird to see, and I was like, okay, I don't know if that's kind of like a cement pad or something. I don't know if it was like a helo pad or anything like that at first, but then started seeing how the material kind of looked very similar to what the craft was. It's like, well, that's separate.
Well, that's pretty self-explanatory what that is. It's a futuristic truck bed that can detach. Probably goes in the middle to distribute the weight good. You drop the quote-unquote truck bed, which it's not a truck bed because it's a fucking circle UFO or something, and you load the shit on it, and it races back up with magnets.
He also said in that interview that the things that emerged from this spacecraft, this UFO, were human in origin. They wore some really high-tech suits. They spoke English just as well as I'm speaking it right here, right now. They had guns that were more futuristic, but they were us. Or they were like us, one exactly like us, to some degree, as far as he was concerned. But like they were maybe a different branch of military that he knew nothing of. They could be just us, a different branch of us that are on a whole nother high-tech super level. It's a possibility. But aliens, still believe. They might not come down to this rinky-dink planet, but I still believe they're out there.
No one needs to pick up anything. You just got to set whatever on the pad. If something happens and you got to get away, you can leave the pad there. If worse comes to worse, well, you're already flying over the ocean. We all know where they're at. You just drop it. No one's ever going to find it. They can barely find a submarine that people pay to go on. He's talking about a flying object. You realize that, right? He's talking about people that look like us driving them.
So you have something that's on the ground, stationary, and then you have something that's up top and it's just rotating in a clockwise position. So right when we got close to it, at least 150, 200 meters out, then all of a sudden we were engaged, at least not in a hostile manner, at least, not gunfire or firefight or anything like that. But the way that these guys moved was so fluid, it was so still, it was very, very, very smooth. And it kind of indicated to me, after thinking about it for several years, is that these guys had done it for a while because of how smooth this operation was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now look what he says the UFOs that were being driven by humans was used for.
But he works in some of these projects that are some very controversial facilities. He's aware of what was going on. After I gave my presentation of this, he confirmed, he says, no, he's like, I don't want to leave Michael hanging out there, but I was not expecting to come and talk to you about this. And he went explaining what the operations do, why they do it, and what they were using them for. And he says, it's not drugs that they're putting in these shipping containers. He says it's humans.
Human trafficking.
Yes.
Well, that would explain why the most people get abducted in California, Texas, and Florida. The most UFO mystical space aliens are seen in California, Texas, and Florida. But it's always just the vehicles, isn't it?
Hey. Upchurch. He done put 2 and 2 and 2 together, boy. Yo, I ain't even think about this. Oh, snap. Church.
No wonder child trafficking and aliens have the same terminology. Well, the whole alien conspiracy, it sounds like, is covering up child trafficking.
Ooh.
Which is why they got to keep it going and going and going. Because if you find out that aliens don't drive UFOs and it ain't nothing but some weirdos
And UFOs. Hey.
well, then we got a big problem. Because we've been told aliens are probably out there by some serious organizations.
Right.
That we would not trust anymore.
Nope.
Nah, but what are you going to say? Oh, look at him. He's crazy. If I'm crazy, well, then what the you? Way past an illiterate, that's for sure. Why? Because. Go back to what Miami sheriff or whatever said. Look at his comment one more time now that you've seen all this.
Miami police saying in part, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed. No power outages.
All right, so before we get into the alien and ET definitions, let's just do this first. Why are they saying no power outages? Because they're solidifying there was no misuse of electricity.
All right.
What do I mean by that? Well, I'll put it this way. Back in the day, when you was growing weed in your house, how did the cops know? The electrical company bill was way higher than it was supposed to be because your ass was, growing pot. They're saying that they're solidifying kind of that there was nothing going on here. Nobody stuck underground using electricity here. No kids inside this mall in Miami. And then what else you say? No airports were shut down. So there was apparently there's so. And then they say what? They say no airports were shut down. Oh, I hope there's no airports shut down for some teenagers fighting with sticks. That'd be stupid. No. What they're solidifying is there was no air traffic that was a threat, for sure. Okay. Now, all that, let's get to the definition of an alien and an extraterrestrial, since the police chief wants to separate those two words, even though they're the same thing. I mean, at least that's what we thought. An extraterrestrial and an alien supposed to be the same thing, right? Well, not by the dictionary, it ain't. All right, the definition of an alien. Alien, foreign, not natural, strange, opposed or repugnant.
That's messed up. Because when you call something an illegal alien, you're not calling it not natural. You're just saying it's foreign, which is the first word he used there in this definition. But not natural? That's... We gotta stop calling folks illegal aliens then.
Strange.
And strange.
Opposed or repugnant.
Repugnant, that sound musty.
A foreigner. Or the hypothetical being from outer space. All right, well then what's an extraterrestrial? If a being from outer space? Okay, well let's look up extraterrestrial. Since he's talking about them like they're completely different things. Extraterrestrial. Being of or from outside Earth's limits.
Okay.
An extraterrestrial being, as in science fiction.
Hey, he threw that out there. Fiction. He's like, it's fake.
That's the definition. But here's the thing. What's the definition of terrestrial, Fluggin?
Oh, now we gotta look for the definition. The definition of terrestrial.
Let's see. If that's an extraterrestrial.
What's a regular terrestrial?
Well, then what's a terrestrial? terrestrial. What's a terrestrial? Because that's going to tell you what you need to know right there.
Without the extra.
We know what extra means. Terrestrial, of Earth, consisting of land, not water. Living on land. So an alien is a foreigner or a being from outer space. An extraterrestrial is a being from outer space. A terrestrial is someone who lives on Earth and not in the water. That's what it says in the definition, not in the water. All the UFOs are seen over water. If you're a terrestrial and you have other terrestrials, multiple ones, that means you're a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials.
Upchurch is stupid. Upchurch is stupid, man. Because if you're a terrestrial and you have other terrestrials, that means you have extraterrestrials. Oh, man. That's the one right there.
If you're a sex trafficker who has undocumented kids, those kids are terrestrials. That makes you a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials. And those extraterrestrials, by definition,
Or aliens.
are aliens.
Yeah, I promise y'all never seen this video, y'all, but I got it right.
They're undocumented. They're not even illegal aliens. They're just flat out aliens. They never was legal anywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the face. Y'all ignoramuses done pissed Upchurch off. He is done with y'all. He's like, man, let me go and do some research because I'm tired of folks saying all this nonsense. This daggone news station that made me mad for the last time over here putting out this fake news. But anyway, y'all leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. Don't forget to go get your extraterrestrial, your aliens are real graphic tees. Head over to artofkickz.com. You'll love it, I swear. Hey, if you're a believer like me, that these aliens, these extraterrestrials, we're the terrestrials. But yeah, the extra ones from outer space, that they exist, because who are we to think that this is the only planet that got a life form on it? I ain't gonna think that for a second. I don't think we that special. But anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.